What's up, my YouTube world? It's Queen Wisdom, aka Jazz, coming to you live from the world. And I just want to do a quick video about life, lifing for everybody. And I just wanted to talk about, how you can help being a friend to someone. Like your light can help heal someone, you know. And sometimes the advice we give is not always the advice we should give. Sometimes just listening to that person and just a hug sometimes. Or matter of fact, the best thing you can do is pray for that person while they're in the midst of their storm, because there's really nothing you can do, you know. It's like we can offer as much help, but people get tired. They get tired of doing something. We get tired of jobs that we get paid for. So if somebody is doing something out the kindness of their heart, even if you're picking up the slack and you're doing everything you can, people still get tired. So a lot of times, like going through what I experienced the past year and some change was a huge transformation for me. I had to experience it because I had to for my growth. I had to heal. I had to release my ego. I had to go through it. So I'm not sad about what I went through. I had to go through the war of the world. I had to fight that war, that program that I was stuck in. I had to. So it happened. But during that time, a lot of revelation happened as well. And then you see things a little differently. You forgive a little easily. You try not to have anger and just try to be more at peace of mind, to feel better with yourself. And a lot of people don't know your experience, they don't know your journey, so they don't know or understand what you need in the moment. And sometimes you can't even voice it because you don't know. You're so used to what you've had that you forget what you need is important as well. And a lot of people always, you got this, you're gonna get through this. That's, I mean, you know, that motivation is fine, but sometimes you gotta realize that just because that person was a great swimmer 10 years ago doesn't mean they're still a great swimmer. They've either gotten worse or better with continuing to do it over and over again. If you stop doing your craft or stop doing whatever, you don't use it, you lose it. That's very known. So if you don't continue it, you can lose it. You do need help sometimes. Sometimes you get injured. Sometimes anything can happen where you're not doing the same thing as you were doing every day. You lose that same, like a bodybuilder has to lift every day. Whatever you choose to do, you have to do it every day. Take a break in between, but you can't just sit steady. Sometimes it calls for you to sit steady to heal. Sometimes you might feel like you need to heal and you need to sit, but you still should not completely stop doing whatever you're doing. If you gotta heal, find something else to do that you can continue to do every day. Shift your mind to something else that you've been wanting to do that you didn't have time to do. You can't just sit steady, because idle mind is the ego's playground. That's where the ego have fun with the world. The world is fun. Everything is fun. When you start doing something, it's fun, but it's the continuing. It could harm you or build you up. That's what you have to see and evaluate. Is this harming me or is this building me up? After all this amount of time, we either grew or we died. Because if you don't take care of the plant is going to grow or it's going to die. So we are living organisms. If it's not feeding you, it's going to kill you. So it's not feeding you, it's not growing to where you're growing, it's killing you. So you have to realize what your journey is and what your path in life is. You know, everything is not always the same. It's not gonna be the same. So for people to expect you to be the same is delusional at its all-time best. I don't know what the same might have been beneficial for them. You being the same benefited them, but it's not benefiting you, and you are the most important person in your life. You benefiting them is not even benefiting them. They got to find their own God to benefit them. Because that's what you were being, a people pleaser. You being something that God has already provided. You don't have to people please anyone. They're gonna meet what you can't do. They're gonna meet from somebody else, just like that. Unless you want to do it. If you don't want to do it, don't do it, because it's not pleasing you or them. It's hindering both of you. But if you gotta sometimes give something different. If somebody, oh, you're gonna get through this, that's good. Do you got the sauce to teach me how to get through this? No. So stop telling me I'm gonna get through this, because you don't even understand my journey. You don't even understand what I'm going through. I'm not the old person. That's not me no more. I probably got through whatever I got through in that past. I got through it. I did that. I didn't get through it overnight. I still took time. I still need support. I still need a village. In the meantime, I don't need someone trying to tear me down while I'm trying to build myself up in the hardest time of my life. And I got a whole human on the side of me to do it with. It's not just me. When I did that back then in my 20s, I didn't have a kid, a growing kid. It was just me. Like, oh, bounce back, quick. Now I'm thinking differently. My mind and thought process is different. So to assume that I can bounce back like that and looking at me like I'm some type of superhero is delusional. And I can't live in delusional world. Nobody else's delusional world. I can only live in my delusional world. I like being delusional too. But not to the point where I'm about to manipulate you into being my delusional Barbie or Ken doll. Like, no, I'm good. I don't want to manipulate. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. And I'm very vocal about that. Because it's going to backfire. It's going to backfire on you. That time you want to go to work on your day off and you don't feel like going, don't go. Because when you go, you're going to get fired. You should have stayed home. You was thinking about it. Oh, I shouldn't even go in, but I'm going to make this money. I shouldn't even go in. Don't go. For real. That's the day you get fired. Like, oh my God, I should have just stayed home. Yeah, because you need time for yourself. Self-care is important. It's important for you. You got to do you first. Then everybody gonna fall in line. But this part of my life is so different. It's like I'm just seeing stuff so I was just in the shower thinking about that. Like, I had so many people telling me like that, like some cheerleaders, like, you good. I mean, look, if they watch this video, it's not an offense to you. I'm just telling them, like, this is my journey. And this is a new chapter in my life that does not care about offending, because I know I'm not offending you. I know I'm not. My little words is not offending you. Like, keep it real. Let's keep it real. Because your little words never offend me. So, I got a lot of people telling me, oh, you got this. You're going to make it. And then playing on my downfall. Like, for real. Like, oh, she going crazy. My mental? Y'all talking about the brain that I love so much? What? Me? I'm her. Like, for real. What is this? Like, oh, if you're going to say she got this, that part I'm going to always have. It's like, you going to question that? Never my mental. Don't play on my mental. Play on something else. Y'all don't see her limp. Y'all don't see this. Y'all don't see, like, something else. Not my mental. Like, that's a no-no. That's a boundary for me. It's like, oh, you been seeing me like that the whole time? You had to, because mental is something you're born with, right? Like, they say you gay, you born gay? Yeah. Ain't the mental you something born with? Yeah. I don't believe in all that. I believe in something, maybe that makes me mental. That's it. If you can control your drool, that's mental. If you're drooling, that's something different. I ain't talking about babies, I'm talking about grown people. I don't believe in all that spectrum shit. I just don't. That's just me personally, but I'm not even gonna get on that. Because that's what this is not about. That is not my journey, so I have nothing to say about that. I'm talking about my journey. And it's great that I do got this, but it's like, are you praying on my downfall saying that at the same time? Because what the hell kind of advice is that? I would just not even say nothing at all. At some point, we know we got this. Do you have anything else to bring to the table? You don't have nothing else. I can't even borrow $50. Okay, what is we doing? I just got this. I gotta have it. how do I do this with a kid? Like, nobody has that advice for me. Like, oh, I know how to do it single. I know how. I'm learning different things. It's like, nobody go through stuff. Everybody just, I don't know, it's just so confusing. It's like, oh, you never went through nothing? Oh, you just bounced back so quick and you just did that shit. No, you got a testimony because you went through that shit. And you're trying to act like you don't remember, but you went through that shit. And now you trying to, the best advice you got is, you got this. Like, that's, what the fuck? I know, I'm not in a coffin. I gotta have it. I ain't got no choice. What, you want me to turn around and smoke some crack? Like, what? Yeah, I got this. Okay. And what else do you have to bring to the table? That is not sustainable for me and what I'm going through right now. And don't get mad if I gotta let you go. I just gotta let you go. It's cool. We might connect somewhere down the line, because I don't hate nobody. If I loved you once, I'm gonna love you forever. If we share the love, that's something that I would share forever. So if it's not working out right now, it's gonna work out in the future when I'm feeling another different kind of way. I never just throw anybody in the trash like we ain't never shared something. Especially like within these past 11 years of me with my kid, like I shared a paternal relationship with you and your kids. You will always be in my heart, but I just can't have you around me right now. I gotta heal some shit. So it's like, no offense. And I understand if you had to do it to me. I understand shit. That's how life be. Life be lifing. That's what this video is about. Life be lifing. So that's, y'all ain't seen me in a minute because life be lifing. And I hit y'all up. Mwah.